Assalamualaikum guys, and good afternoon. It's Syed Qoyyim here, straight from Amsterdam. I've been studying in France for the past 2 years or so in SciencePo Paris Campus Menton, doing political science/social sciences. Now I'm in Amsterdam for my 3rd year exchange program. So here we go. Buku apa untuk hari ni? What's the book for today? So the book that I've chosen for book review is on Amsterdam. And the title is A History of the World's Most Liberal City by Russel Shorto. Tapi first of all, kenapa buku pasal Amsterdam? What is so special about Amsterdam? Well, pada aku lah, it's not really about Amsterdam, but it's about knowing the place that you are living in. It's about knowing not only the place but the people, the culture, the society that you're living in. That is what most important to me. When I first came here in Amsterdam like 4 to 5 months ago, I know nothing about the country, I know nothing about the city, I know nothing about the place, the society, except that people here do drugs and prostitutes openly. That's it. So I was like, I need to know more. So yeah, I think it is super important, super beneficial for you guys to know the city, to discover about the place that you're studying it now. Some people may have been living in France for the 5 years but know nothing about the city. Some people may have been living for, 1 month, 1 or 2 years, still they know nothing. We are in our bubble, we are in our, we are in our comfort zone. So since we are now in Europe, go out and explore. There's so much more to see in this world rather than being in a comfort zone, right? So here we go. Review on Amsterdam, the world's most liberal city. Okay, the author. The author of the book is Russel Shorto. He's an historian, American historian. He was previously known for his previous book, actually. He wrote on Manhattan. If you guys don't know, that Manhattan was known once as the New Amsterdam. So he wrote a book on that, and this is sort of, I don't know how to call it, sequel, prequel? I don't know, whatever. It's sort of related, but this is a book on Amsterdam. So he's a historian and also an author. Yeah. What is the book all about? Amsterdam. Well, kalau baca title, A History of the World's Most Liberal City, macam dah tahu kan, sejarah pasal sejarah pasal bandar yang paling liberal dalam dunia, kata buku ni lah. So, okay, as every book, semua buku, majority of the book ada macam dia punya thesis or dia punya message, apa yang author nak sampaikan. Okay, apa yang Shorto nak sampaikan dalam buku ni? So, what he want to argue in his book is that Amsterdam, because of its strategic locations and also unique history, become actually the place where liberalism born. And not only that, also help to propagate liberalism, arguably the greatest ideology in the modern history, to the whole world through the East India Company. Tapi kalau kita cakap pasal liberalism kan, macam what is liberalism? Kalau kat Malaysia, kalau cakap pasal liberal, macam liberal, bahaya. But come on, go read the book, right? So liberalism, for Shortos, is about individual. It's about tolerance. So this is about Amsterdam. This is all about what is Amsterdam is. Tapi kalau orang kata macam, kenapa nak baca buku ni? Buku ni bukan pasal Amsterdam. Yeah, but tapi, I'll just read a passage, words in his book actually. So why everyone should read his book? Okay, so in page 20. So while this is a book about a city, it is also about an idea. Amsterdam's history belongs to all of us. For those of us who live in Western democratic societies, kita sekarang kat Europe kan, so Whatever we place ourselves on the political spectrum are all liberals who depend on liberalism as a foundation of our lives. So yeah, buku ni pasal sejarah Amsterdam, tapi very much about an ideology to be reckoned with, an ideology yang we have to know about. Alright, so korang masih macam, okay, apa lagi pasal buku ni kan? I mean, there's a lot to tell. Like, what do you expect? It's 357 pages long. So, tak boleh nak cakap satu kan. So, apa korang kena buat? Kena beli, baca lah sendiri kan. Okay, so we go for the third part, which is some thoughts and maybe critics about the books. I mean, I really like the books. The style of writing is really clear. It's like a fiction-like book. Like, ni macam buku cerita. Macam you really enjoy reading it. And tapi what I can say about this book is that I find that the author sometimes it's like a very simple. He reached like a very simple conclusion based on like a simple evidence. For example, macam dia kata, okay, Amsterdam tempat dilahirnya liberalism because of its good water management policy, menyebabkan orang ramai saling, I don't know how do you say, tolong menolong, which somehow inculcates tolerance and then liberalism and so on. So bagi aku macam it's too simple. I mean, I don't really buy that, but it's very interesting. And satu lagi, Shorto in this book talk a lot about how Amsterdam is exceptional. I mean, there's a word for that. They call the Amsterdam exceptionalisms, which is, I don't know. I mean, it really does sound convincing. Tapi kalau if you read it like carefully and then critically, dia macam, betul ke? But if any, you have to judge it yourself, right? Bacalah buku ni. I mean, you can get it online, I think. It's really fun. But okay, well, you guys might, I don't know, ask me, okay, apa je yang aku belajar dengan buku ni? Like, what have I learned from reading this book, right? So, for me, apa yang aku belajar adalah every place has a history. Every place has a story to tell. And kalau kita tak baca, kalau kita tak tahu, bagi aku rugi lah. It's like, it's so wasteful for us to live in a place, to live in a city, but we know nothing about it. It's like saying how the place is beautiful, of course, charming, elegant, I don't know, all the vocabs can have in the world, but doesn't have any soul. After reading this book, when I was walking through the streets of Amsterdam alongside the canals and stuff, blah blah blah, we're riding the bicycle like typical Amsterdammers did, I was like, it feels more refreshing, it feels more rejuvenating. I feel like the city has a soul, thanks to this book, thanks to reading its history and also its values. So I can promise you guys, if you read a book on a place that you're living now in Europe, wherever you are in Europe, in France, in Lyon, in Nice, in Paris, in Grenoble, all over places, read a book on the city, and then I can promise you guys that every street that you walk tomorrow will never feel the same again. Macam when you walk in the streets, for example, you're like, oh my goodness, I know this district, I know the places. This is what the book talk about. How there was like, I don't know, like a murder or something. How this old town is a very special part of the town. You can feel it. It's like it connect through you. So yeah, this is the book review. I'm Syed Qoyyim, signing off from Amsterdam. Oh yeah, and okay, one more last thing. I told you that everything has a story and history, right? So actually, the room that I'm recording this thing now, my room, is actually a prison cell. Yeah, I live in a prison in Amsterdam. Well, ex-prison. You see? There's a toilet, right? Well, that's not doors. I mean, I have to put like a curtain over it to make a toilet, I guess. So yeah, every city has a story and history. And guess what? Even my room has history and story to tell. I mean, prisoners legitly live here before. I mean, yeah. See ya. Welcome, Syed here. Today, so